let you know what Miss Hammering and I have turned up so far. These crystals absorb the energy of anything they have physical contact with for an extended period. If the crystal touches anything that has energy flowing through it, it'll suck it dry and proceed to expand. The reason for this expansion seems simple in that it allows them to occupy a wider surface area. Do you all recall how my tablet ran out of power before? It wasn't a charging issue. The crystals simply drain the energy from the tablet.
Do you have any evidence to support that theory?
I ran several experiments with my backup batteries and got the same result each time. Completely drained. I even touched the crystal myself, and sure enough, my core output dropped ever so slightly. If I had kept my hand on any longer, I would have ended up like our Rapture friend from earlier.
You experimented using your own body? Your pursuit of knowledge is unmatched.
I did pay a price for it, however. Notice anything unusual?
Oh my goodness! What are all those holes in your hand?
How did you notice so quickly? Anyway, yes, there is a preponderance of small holes on my hand.
Have any of them pierced all the way through?
Yes, or at least they attempted to do so. These crystals clearly wanted to absorb all of my energy and chose to use my hand as an entry point to my core. Once I removed my hand from the crystals and cut off the power supply to it for a while, I was okay.
But what if there's a fragment or something left over in your hand?
There's no need to worry about that. I've conducted experiments which cover that. Hammering, could you explain?
Of course. These crystals absorb energy from other sources and store it inside.
And they then convert into electricity.
Yes, which explains why they've got electricity coursing through them. The disintegration we saw earlier is when they run out of electricity. Think of it like a plant going without water. They're dying because of a lack of nutrients.
In other words, my hand is fine because I cut off the nutrients.
Another thing of note. The isolated fragments crumble, but the ones stuck in the ground seem to be fine. So I did some digging. The crystals are all interconnected.
So, all the crystals in this area are connected underground?
Seems like it. Just like tree roots.
So that means...
There has to be an origin point for these bad boys. I propose using a rather simple method to find it. Let's say we run into a particularly large crystal shard up ahead. If we cut it in half, one half will shatter, whereas the other half will remain intact. If we proceed in the direction of the side that remains intact, we might end up reaching the source of all these crystals. Also, while further investigation is required, I have a premonition that there is a flowing current within the crystals. Suppose these crystals are like the roots of a tree. Then nutrients will circulate inside, with the reference point being their center. We can do this. I'm sure that we can find the origin point of these crystals.
I think it's possible as well.
Good question. The only thing for sure is that they're here, and so are we. So, it's up to us to find out why and how it is that they came to be here. One thing is for certain, they didn't occur naturally. They were clearly placed here intentionally by someone.
涙の色はエメラルドブ宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も